Hello, join me and my Lexus ISF. I'm going to talk about the first year of ownership. I'm just coming up to a year. I'm going to talk about modifications, costs, everything. Just to sum up my ownership over the last 12 months. All right, so I tell a lie, not a good start, granted. I got the car in November last year, November the 16th to be specific. I actually went up to buy this car in Newcastle, and if you can tell by my accent, if you know the UK, I live quite a far away from Newcastle. So I was looking for an ISF for ages. This one popped up in Newcastle, which is about 300 miles away. Said to my friend, I said, I found the right one, I think. It's in Newcastle. He's like, oh no. So I had an LS430 at the time. We drove that up to Newcastle, saw this. I didn't want to buy it the same day because it's bad practice to buy a car, you know, the same day you see it, because you're all caught in the moment, new car feeling, etc. Anyway, I bought it, obviously, here we are. Drove back the same day, so 600 miles, 12 hours in the car, and here we are, a year later, and it's still going, and I love it. Spoilers. I bought the car on 56,000 miles. I'm now on 63, so I've done 7,000 miles in this car, including a massive European road trip, which I've done a video on, so check that out. Also, actually, while I'm plugging, subscribe. Anyway, moving on. Problems with the car in the last 12 months. Pretty much non-existent. I've had one issue, which is the heat shield underneath. It's sort of come loose and rattles a little bit. I'm attempting to fix that. It's a bit of a pain because of the way it's broken around a little connection. It's fine, it's minor. It's one of those age-related things. Nothing big. Sometimes it just rattles. That's it. Actually, I did have one issue with the drop links when I changed suspension. And then another self-inflicted issue was when I went to change the brake pads, the pins got stuck. But those are self-inflicted, age-related, nothing significant. Right, modification-wise, I've done a few of my ownership over the last 12 months. I'll break them down more when I'm driving, but I've got teen coilovers. I refurbed the wheels back to silver. Well, not back to silver, they were never silver, but they're silver now, they were bronze. I've also changed the exhaust slightly. That wasn't modified when I bought it, it's got Hayward and Scott. I've now got the secondary cats taken out for a silencer, no drone, but again, I'll talk about it more when I'm driving it. EDFC Active Pro on the teen suspension, which is like a adaptive suspension if you want. Also, one other thing that's done to the car is the lower control arm bushings at RR Racing. And if you know ISFs, they can be a bit, I don't know, the steering can be a bit, I've not driven one without it because this had it when I bought the car, but apparently they can be a bit wayward and the inner tyre can wear down if you have those old bushings. So either people put the RCF bushings in or put the RR Racing ones, the polyurethane, or however you say that ones, which I've got. Another modification I did, which I've since reversed, was the VLAN headlights. I put them in, didn't like them too much. I mean, I did like them when I got them, obviously, but over time, I just got a bit sick of them. I kind of wanted to go back to a factory look. So I replaced the lenses. I was going to say refurb, didn't. I replaced the lenses on the OEM headlights, did a whole video on that, and I think it's made a big difference. I've not had any problems with them, no steaming up or anything like that. Been fine, no leaks. And it looks a lot better than the VLAN ones, very OEM plus, as with the whole exterior of the car. Right, I don't know about you, but I could stand here and look at this car and talk about it all day, but let's go for a drive and I can talk about it some more while I'm driving. Come with me. I say come with me, don't bloody click off now. You know what I always find awkward about shots like this on social media is they make it out like they don't go back and get the camera. That's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. All right, driving my Lexus ISF. Now, let's talk about modifications quickly while we're on the topic. As I said, I'll talk about it when I'm driving, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about costs first. All in, the amount I spent on modifications in the first year of ownership is £2,100, give or take. I'll put the exact figure on the screen, but £2,100. For the exhaust, the wheel refurb, the suspension tweaks, yeah, that's pretty much it, and the lenses, if you can call that a modification. Now, you might hear the heat shield during this drive. If you can, it's probably winding me up more than you, so don't worry about it. I'm aware, I will sort it out. £2,100 isn't that bad for modifications in my opinion. Could spend a lot more, could have not modified it at all, but it was already slightly modified, as I say, and some bits which I didn't really like, so I took off. The thing is now, it's got to a point where, which is quite rare for any car enthusiast, especially for Japanese cars or sort of cars I've had before, I'm done. I'm saying it here on the record, I'm done. The only other modifications I'll do will be, well, I can't think of any, I'm done, but it might be like a suspension upgrade or something like that. Like some sort of upgrade, but nothing aesthetic. It's a rare car. I like the look of them. I think they look aggressive enough already. I don't really, I thought about adding lips and things like that, but I do like them when they're done, but I don't know, I feel like I just bang them on a speed bump anyway, so it's kind of pointless. So I'm going to leave. Oh, Tesla drivers are so grumpy. Do you know why? It's because they don't have a V8. I'd be grumpy if I didn't have a V8. So I'm going to leave it. The exterior is going to stay the same. Modifications generally are going to stay the same. I've got no need to do anything else, in my opinion. Insurance for the year, £826, £860, around that number. Again, I'll put it on the screen, can't remember off the top of my head. Tax for the year, this I do remember because it's ridiculous, £760 for the year. Nearly the same as my insurance, which is bonkers, but hey, as I've said before in previous videos on this car, just get one before you can't, because there'll be a time where tax is £5 a year, or there'll be a time where there's no gasoline or whatever. Just get one. So not too bad. It's about that with the tax, the insurance and the servicing cost, which is a service I paid $480 for from Lexus. I also did a video on that, so if you want to check it out, you can. I'll stop plugging. Oh, while I'm plugging, subscribe. So all in for the year of insurance, tax and servicing, it cost me £2,068. Not too bad. I mean, it's a performance car, it's a V8, it's a 15-year-old car now, so actually this is 2011, so 14, but it's a decently old car. Yeah, not that bad. If you were to break that down monthly, that would be £172 a month. Nothing really, including insurance, tax, and considering how much the tax is, it just doesn't really cost anything. The big cost is fuel, but it's really not bad. Everyone asks me all the time, what's your MPG? What's your MPG? Average right now on the screen, average, I don't know what this number just means, it just says average, 24.2. 24 MPGs, I mean, come on, that is just, there's nothing, it's not bad, it's not good, don't get me wrong, but you don't buy this car if you expect good MPGs. And would you expect good MPGs out of a noise like this? I can't boot it because someone's in front of me going 2 miles an hour. So what's next for the ISF? What are my plans? Enjoy it, basically. That is my plan. You know, there's nothing like that new car feeling. It's exciting. Picking up a new car is great. I love it, don't get me wrong. But there's just nothing out there at this price point for me which does everything I want. So the only way I could see myself getting rid of the ISF is if I was to replace it with two cars. I don't know, a Lotus Elise and an LS, for example. There's no one car for me at this price, unless I had, you know, my budget jumps up to 40 grand and then I'd look around or whatever. So at the moment, I've got no need to change. I've got the Clio. You can check that out on my channel if you want. Clio 182 track car situation. So if I want to do any modifications or get, you know, I want to start working on a car, I've got that one to do it on. So I've got no need. This is just to enjoy it. And also when I want it to be, when it's raining, when it's cold and I just need to pop to the shops, no problem. I'd have to get in, put a harness on and, you know, prime the fuel pump. Oh, is it going to start? It has, okay, cool. And then I've got to go like that when the throttle position sensor or what, you know, all these things which happen with modified cars, which are so cool when it's sunny and you're going for a drive and you're loving it. But when you need to use it as a car, as a tool, it's terrible. And this car, good for everything. That's it. I've said it before and I will say it again. This won't be the last time I say it, but this car, the Lexus ISF, does everything well. It does everything well. B-Road Basher does it well. Track car does it well. Cruiser does it well. Daily does it well. Are there other cars that can do things better? Yes. But are there other cars for this price that can do everything well? You tell me. Let me know in the comments. I don't think there is. M3? Okay, maybe better on track. Granted. Maybe. I don't think it is, but some people do. Okay, I'll give it that. More reliable? So, peaks and troughs, right? And what sounds better? If you're thinking about getting one, you're watching this video or checked out a few of my videos in the past, get one. Get one now. They are rare in this country if you're in the UK. Good luck finding one. Be patient. Wait to get one in the spec you want. I wanted a 2010 Plus and I wanted it in blue and I wanted white interior. and I got one. And I got one with 56,000 miles on it for a good price with full Lexus dealer service history. I was lucky. The only bad thing is it was miles away, like I say, but you know, whatever. You can't, beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, get one, be patient, but get one. Could get an RS4, you could get an M3, you could get a C63, you could I mean, there's loads of cars you can get, but get an ISF, you won't regret it. No one looks at it, right? And if anyone looks at it, because some people are into that, you know, you want attention. I don't think you buy an ISF if you want attention, but when someone does look at it or say to you, well, that's nice, is that one of those V8 ones? Ah, if they know, they know. Don't know what I'm talking about, but basically, get one. Be sure to drop a comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you later. Right, let's go for a drive. I banged my head on the way in. Smooth criminal. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum. That's Pirates of the Caribbean.